Hey, what's going on, y'all? Peace, 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 peace. Hope everybody having a good day. Hope everybody Gucci. Um, we're gonna chop it up for a minute, man. We're gonna have some let me fix my hat, man. My shit is all crooked, man. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna have some high-end nigga talk, man, some high class nigga talk. Dig. Um oh shit, where did that damn chapstick go? Y'all give me a second. Yeah, man, we're gonna have some high class nigga talk, man. Just talk about life. Talk about life. Talk about our culture. You know what I'm saying? What ails us, what gets on our nerves, what troubles us. I mean, we just chop it up for a second, man. I think that hey man, I appreciate that cash app, bro. Appreciate that cash app, Raheem. You know what I mean? I'm actually gonna drop the link if anybody wanna hop on and chop it up, man. I'm actually gonna drop the link, man. So, we can just chop it up about anything, man. It's one of them days where um hold on. Like Duali say, I'm trying to book a flight. Damn, homie, I'm trying to book the flight, and you immediately open up the stream. My bad, man. I got you, man. But yeah, we're gonna chop it up for a second, man. So matter of fact, let me go in and get this together. I haven't dropped the link in a minute. Appreciate that cash app, Drew Blaze. Appreciate that. Let me see. Go ahead, drop this link. Um, only for the supporters, man. Only for the people that rock with the movement. You did. Go ahead, drop that, man. So anybody want to jump on? But yeah, man. You know, what I mean, hope everybody feeling good, feeling grand. You dig? Hope everybody just enjoying their weekend. A lot of people had the last couple of days off work. Hope y'all catching up on sleep and whatnot, man. Feeling sorry for you Cowboys fans. Man, Cowboys can't do shit right, man. But at the end of the day, man, our culture. When I say our culture, man, a lot of aspects of Black culture. You know, we need to tighten up on that shit, man. Truth be told, you know, um, a lot of it is hyper violent. A lot of that shit is hyper violent. A lot of that shit is just filled with fuckery, negativity. You know, just a lot of antisocial behaviors, man. You know what I mean? It's a lot of cheating going on. It's a lot of back doors going on. Pause. You know what I mean? It's a lot of ignorance, man. And here's the thing. Here's the major key. Man, we all grown, man. We all know right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? We all know right from wrong. But yet and still, a lot of us still choose wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking about this the other day when I did my Thanksgiving stream, man. For a lot of us, man, we are just attracted to the most debaucherous shit. You know what I mean? That's what really stimulates our mind for, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't think everybody gonna make the final cut. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that can't live in a civilized society. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, a person should be able to do both, right? You know what I'm saying? You should be able to live in the shadows and you should be able to live in the real world, man. A lot of people can't live in a civilized society, man. You know what I mean? They need to operate on the fringes because they don't have any discipline over themselves, man. You dig? Um, there's nothing wrong with being outspoken. Some people are way too outspoken. You see what I'm saying? Some people are way too outspoken for their own good. For their own good, man. They always got to say some shit. They always gotta let their voice be heard. They gotta be the loudest motherfucker in the room. And I'm just gonna say it out front, man. A lot of niggas play too much, man. I'm just being honest. A lot of niggas play entirely too much. Like y'all know one of my pet peeves, and this is Snapple Top. When I go through a drive-through, right? And the niggas in the drive-through window are playing. You know what I'm saying? They got a smart ass comment to say, or they want to play with the food. They want to hit you with the attitude bullshit. I'm like, yo, man, nobody told you to work at Popeyes, motherfucker. Nobody told you to work at Waffle House, motherfucker. I don't have these problems when I go through Chick-fil-A. The majority of people that work at Chick-fil-A, they not. Let's keep it a buck. So, you know what I'm saying? We got to be honest about these things, man. We got to keep it a buck, man. A lot of black people play entirely too. This is when you know it's niggas in the building. When niggas play too much. When you see an overabundance of playing, you know it's niggas in the building, man. I'm just gonna be 100. A lot of niggas think shit is funny all the time, man. I'm like, yo, man, what do y'all take serious, bro? Do y'all take anything serious? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I just think at the end of the day, man, a lot of this shit got to be tightened up, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to some fundamentals. Like no cap. Back to some real deal fundamentals, man. And kind of just go from there. You know what I mean? Y'all want to hear some real shit? Like y'all want to know some real shit? And I was just having this conversation this morning, but I'll have it again. And I know y'all not gonna want to hear this, but we got to say it. Y'all want to know why a lot of races of women deal with black men? It ain't just for the BBC. Let's not go. It ain't just for the BBC. A lot of races of women deal with black men because they know with black men they can get away with a little bit more because we play so fucking much. And a lot of races of women that want to date black men, they can drop down to their lowest vibrations with a lot of niggas and operate there. Y'all chew on that for a second. Y'all chew on that shit for a second. You know what I mean? Like really chew on that shit for a minute. No cap. No cap. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us have taken up the role of entertainment, man. Like my man said in the chat, a lot of us has taken up the role of entertainment, man. Court gestures. You know what I mean? Like, think about it like this. And I like Kevin Hart, right? I think Kevin Hart is really good at what he do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a particular fan of his style of comedy, but the nigga's successful. Kevin Hart got to walk into a bunch of rooms being the entertainment for people. Real shit. Yeah, he gets paid handsomely for it, but still, nigga, you the entertainment. So go dance, monkey. Go dance, monkey. This is what they saying. And y'all remember a couple years ago when they tried to cancel Kevin Hart, right? That nigga had to drop down to his knees and apologize. Same thing with Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon tried to stand on the square. They broke him. They made him apologize. And I don't even think Nick Cannon said anything wrong. But it is what it is. We are the entertainment, man. We are the entertainment, man. It just is what it is. I mean, hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. These people pay you millions of dollars, bro. You are beholding to these people. Nah, you can't be crazy outspoken. You can't say what you want. Nigga, they going to break you. They going to break you, man. Why can they break you? Because they made you. That's why. And when I say they, I mean the corporations, man. They can break you because they made you. They don't line your pockets up with millions of dollars so you can do what you want. No, the fuck they don't. No, they don't. They line your pockets up with millions of dollars so you can, one, entertain them, and two, they can pull the plug on your ass and set and make an example out of your ass whenever they want to. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Straight up, man. You know what I mean? You got children out here, right? That's out here robbing and stealing to pay for a pair of Yeezy sandals. Them joints is like $300 for a pair of sandals, nigga. Or slides or whatever, the Yeezy slides, like $300, man. I'm like, man, you can go buy a pair of Crocs and sit your ass down somewhere. But again, in our culture, you know, the more expensive shit you got on, I guess the better person you are or whatever the fuck. Ain't no way I'm paying $300 for no slides. Even if I had the money, I wouldn't spend it. I go, what the hell? I go buy me a pair of Timberlands and sit my ass down somewhere. You dig? But that's just what it is, man. You know what I mean? Go back to your high school days, right? Go back to your high school days and think. If you was the kid in school that didn't have on name brand sneakers, that was a rough school year for you, man. That was a rough school year for you, bro. I'm just being honest, man. You definitely ain't get a lot of girls. Throw that out the window. And a lot of niggas was clowning you. But in all reality, imagine if people would have saved that $200 on some Jordans and put that toward their kids' college fund. You'll see some white kids that go to school, they Air Force Ones be so bent up, but they don't give a fuck about that. They Air Force Ones be bent the fuck up. Dirty, shoestrings be damn near black. But they ain't sitting there roasting each other about that shit. They'll sit there and roast each other about their dad losing their job in corporate America. You know what I'm saying? We sitting there roasting each other about who got $200 sneakers and who don't. You know what I mean? They'll roast each other about who don't have a pool in the backyard and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yo, man, like our culture is a little off, man. It's a little off, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a little off, man. We want to look like we got the most value, but got the lowest value in the room. Think about a lot of these rappers that get shot in their own hood. You know, rest in peace to them, but I got to use the example. A lot of these guys go back to their own hood to stunt on other niggas. If you gonna go back to your hood, to your projects, you ain't gotta go in a $200,000 car. That's crazy, dog. You asking to get it. You know what I mean? So, nigga, you did all that work to get out the hood just to go back and stunt on some poor people. So then when them niggas strip you butt naked and take all your jewelry, that's a problem too. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Before Michael Jordan tennis shoes caught on with mainstream, because now a lot of people are collectors and buyers of like Jordans. That shit was a hood phenomenon. It was a hood phenomenon. Real talk. A lot of the white kids went to the basketball games, but the black kids bought the sneakers. Y'all see the difference in mentality? A lot of the white kids got a chance to go to Michael Jordan's basketball camp, but the black kids had the sneakers. Crazy shit, right? Crazy shit. It's being 100, man. Being 100, man. That's the illest part, man. All of these black kids that be out here busting their gun to be able to get a pair of Michael Jordan sneakers, man. They'll never meet Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan don't even like niggas. He'll tell you quick as hell. He don't even like niggas. But he needs you niggas to buy his sneakers. I own like 2 pair of Jordans right now. And that's because I had them so long. I told myself I'm not buying no more Jordans, man. No disrespect to anybody, but I just never was a connoisseur like that where, I mean, you got grown ass men that are stand in line for hours to get a pair of sneakers, man. And then you ask yourself, nigga, what else would you stand in line for? You know what I mean? It's just a crazy mentality, man. You know what I mean? It's just a sick mentality, man. Like our culture is off, man, and we got to deal with the shit. Back when I was in high school, right, the biggest thing was getting fresh. Like, I'm sorry, bro. If you ain't have a fresh outfit for that first week of school, I'm talking about every day. I'm talking about shoes, clothes, brand new backpack, fresh haircut. A nigga wasn't even trying to go to school. I'm sorry. A nigga wasn't even trying to go to school, man. And then you know why? If you ain't have a fresh outfit on Easter, if nothing else, nigga, you got to get fresh on Easter. I'm sorry. Knowing damn well you can't afford that shit. Yo, man, I used to work at the shopping mall, right? Back when I was in high school. Like, I used to work at the shopping mall, right? Work my little ass off, man. Every time I got a paycheck, I spent to get fresh. Now, I think about this years later, I could have been saving that bread to invest it one day or something. Every time I got my paycheck, I cashed it and I got fresh. It was a prerequisite, man. It was a prerequisite. Like, you wasn't getting a bunch of girls with some bullshit on your feet, bro. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? With some bullshit on your feet? Hell no. Hell no. Nigga come to school with some security guard shoes? That ain't it. That ain't it. Mm-mm. 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 I think they should bring back uniforms for every school. Real talk. Bring back uniforms. Down to the shoes. I think that'll help out a little bit. They should bring back uniforms. No cap. I think it'll help a little bit. I do. I do. And some of these schools, they need to separate the girls from the boys. I'm starting to really think that. In some schools, they need to separate the males and the females. Have an all male school, have an all female high school. Motherfuckers need to go back to that shit. Keep these motherfuckers separated. That'll stop a lot of teenage pregnancies, man. It ain't gonna stop all of them, but that'll stop enough. No cap. I think so, man. I think so. It's my personal opinion. My personal opinion. Because the reality is, young black boys cannot stay focused long enough. And then you throw some little girls in the mix. That nigga focus completely done. You know what I'm saying? That nigga focus completely done. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the girls still got good grades. If y'all think about it, a lot of the girls, same classroom, same teacher, same curriculum, a lot of their grades would come back good. A nigga would be the class clown, failing all his classes, but he popular. What type of shit is this? But he popular though. But he popular though. And some niggas was smart, but they was terrified of being smart. I mean, you got a lot of them niggas in Black America. They were smart as hell, damn near genius level, but they had to play stupid just to fit in. I'm like, yo, this is some crazy shit, man. This is some sick shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that niggas did all of that just to get pussy, but a lot of that shit was to get at the girls, man. A lot of that shit. No cap. A lot of that shit, man. You did? Man, this shit is wicked, man. Like all the way around. So, you know, a lot about culture, man. It gotta be tightened up, man. You know what I'm saying? It really gotta be tightened up. Like we to the point now where we putting swag over the substance, man. A lot of shit these days don't even have no substance, man. It just look good. But you crack the egg open and ain't nothing up in there. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing up in there and shit. You dig? So we got to go back to some fundamentals, man. No cap. Just pretty and empty, no doubt. No doubt. Like the one thing I hate, man, you know, as far as women are concerned, I hate a very uneducated woman. I'm sorry, man. That shit is very irritating, man. An uneducated woman. Real talk. You know, a woman that just say anything, man. You like, you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. That shit is very irritating, man. It's like talking to a child. That's essentially what it is, talking to a child. I don't care how fat your ass is, man. An uneducated woman turns me off, man. No cap. Every time. Every time, man. You're like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? By the end of the conversation, you think you're the uneducated one. Like, yo, she done warped my whole fucking mind. Like, you ever had them type of conversations and shit? You be like, damn, man, that motherfucker was so stupid and ignorant. By the end of the conversation, you feel stupid and ignorant. Like, I can't even believe I done stooped down to this fucking level today. No cap. And there's no disrespect to anybody, man, but I don't like no airhead type women, man. Like it gotta be something up in the attic. It's something, man. You know what I'm saying? It has to be, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, what you be doing all day on Instagram? And in this particular society that we live in has allowed women to be pretty and dumb. That wasn't like that 60 years ago with our grandmothers and shit and great grandmothers. Even even a lot of our grandparents, they may not have excuse me, formal education, but they still was smart. You know what I mean? They still had a lot of common sense. They had a lot of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So even though they didn't have the formal education, they still had wisdom and a lot of common sense, man. You know what I'm saying? But damn, this particular society has allowed women to be pretty and stupid. No cap. Like that's all some women got to do is sit there and smile. What are you smiling for? You ask them why they smiling, they can't even tell you. Because the sun's up. You're like, oh boy, it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. You know what I mean? So they walk around saying the same thing over and over again. The only thing they know how to do is call you a narcissist or whatever the fuck, right? You like, yo, man, I understand you just learned that word, but stop using it. You're using it wrong. You know what I mean? No cap. This is why a lot of women are loud and ghetto because they uneducated. And there's no disrespect to nobody, but it's the truth. So they gotta distract you from what's in the attic, man. I'm dead serious. Like a woman that's intelligent, she ain't gotta do all that. Because the moment she opens her mouth, you like, oh, you different. Like, oh yeah, you different. You know what I mean? Like you different. I'm telling you, man, this society right here, this current society has allowed women to be ignorant, man. And I understand social media has a lot to do with it. We don't know what our grandparents would have did if they had Instagram. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We can't even speculate. We might have seen grandmas twerking, but at the end of the day, the reality is it wasn't around. Like what goes through a woman's mind when she's twerking on Instagram? I always wanted to know that. What goes through a woman's mind when she's twerking on Instagram Live? That's insane to me, bro. You know what I mean? But we live in a culture of vanity, man. I mean, we do. And we also live in a culture where nobody wants to get old. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to get old, man. You got 40-year-old rappers that's calling themselves young, this and that. Like, no, you're not young. Why we keep pushing the field goal post back on a young thing? No, you're not young. You're a middle-aged man. And that's the thing about hip hop, man. I'm sorry. Hip hop stunts the growth of niggas. It does. Not all of it, but the culture of it, especially where it's at now. Hip hop stunts the culture of niggas, man. Real shit. It stunts our growth because it allows us to be children, man. You know what I mean? It allows us to run around, be irresponsible, talk a bunch of shit to each other, let our egos get out of whack, and all that other shit like that, man. Back in the day, I used to listen to Lauryn Hill. Now we got the City Girls, right? Now we got Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion. There ain't nothing intelligent about these girls, man. And I don't know them personally, but she be like, damn, y'all don't stand for nothing, man. Go back and listen to that Lauryn Hill album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Classic. I think she won like 7 Grammys. One of the best albums ever created. You know how much game she was giving young women? You might win some, could you really lost one? Man, she was dropping game. Where are the women that's dropping game in that music? Queen Latifah was giving game. Queen Latifah was giving game. I mean, her name was Queen Latifah, dropping game. Once they get the BBL, the purses, the expensive weave, lease cars, borrowed diamonds, and then go home, they want to kill themselves. It's all a farce to make other women jealous of a bullshit life. Let me tell you something, man. Ain't nothing cute about being flown out to see a group of niggas get pounded out and then kicked out of the condo. Ain't nothing cute about that shit. Ain't nothing cute about that shit, man. I'm just being 100, man. Yeah, you might have left with a new handbag, but look how you had to degrade yourself. You had to degrade yourself to get that. And you know what, man? I be feeling bad for a lot of like normal women that just go to work every day and shit because they get a bad rap. Because a lot of niggas deal with so many easy women, they think every woman should be easy now. And the same thing with women. So many women deal with tricks that they think every man is a trick now. They think every man is gonna go right for his wallet and pay up her rent for a year or some crazy shit. Like hold on, what the fuck? You dig? So the game is all twisted, man. It's all fucked up. It's all fucked up, man. A lot of normal women, you know what I mean? They put their lives on the line. You know what I mean? Go out, get all kind of crazy surgery and shit. And everybody living for the day. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like we got to get back to some genuine connections, man. Genuine connections. When was the last time you met somebody and had a genuine connection? You know what I'm saying? Talking about just something authentic and genuine. Man, it's far and few in between. It's far and few in between, man. And just to keep it fair, a lot of niggas is getting plastic surgery these days. Niggas is getting the bad bitch surgery. How many niggas you see out there with new jibs? Niggas is out here getting lipo, getting their chin sliced open and shit like that. I'm like, nigga, you getting bad bitch surgery, dog? And you know what I mean? I'm not against plastic surgery. I'm not against it, but some of y'all women go too far, man. And that's just the honest to God truth. Some of y'all women go too far. You don't need a big 60-inch ass, man. You don't need no big Dolly Parton ass titties. You know what I mean? Shout out. I mean, shout out to the big girls with big titties and skinny legs and shit. Shit got to be proportional on your body, man. This shit is insane these days, man. Everybody want to be accepted, like my man said in the chat. I'm like, oh god. You know what I'm saying? And here's my major key in saying that. Here's the major key, y'all. You want to know the major key? The same people that people complain about today, they getting all of this shit done to impress them tomorrow. That shit is odd to me. The same hoes that niggas complaining about right now, them niggas want to be in a room with them. That's odd to me. Stop the fucking capping. The same men that walk right by you before you got the BBL and the big 60-inch ass is the same men that you want to impress. Because it was guys trying to talk to you before, but you ain't want those guys. So quite naturally, we got to do the process of elimination. And you know what that says? You want the same guys you complain about. And that's what nobody wants to say. That's what nobody wants to say. The first thing a lot of these niggas do when they make it to the NBA or the NFL, they go get them an Instagram model. They go get them an Instagram model. I'm like, nigga, that's what you wanted all along. You know what I mean? So this shit is getting wicked, man. This shit is getting wicked. And you know how many online scammers it is? And that's another big industry, the online scamming. The online scamming. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple of them personally, but I'm not going to get into that. The online scamming. This shit is getting wicked, man. Motherfuckers lying out here about going to college. Come to find out they ain't even been to college. Like, what in the fuck? How you a high value nigga and you ain't even graduate college? That's very odd. At least it is to me. Motherfuckers be out here perpetrating, man. On social media, you can be anybody you want to be. Dog, when I was coming up, you had to come outside. You had to come outside, bro. It was that simple. And when you came outside, the people told you who you was. The people told you who you was, man. At the end of the day, you couldn't just come around and say I'm such and such. Nah, motherfucker. Niggas be on social media with fake jewelry on, fake teeth, and fake ass information. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I like Brother Ben X. I do. I like Brother Ben X. Brother Ben X need to have a seat. He just got caught up in some bullshit the other day. Like, how the fuck you in your early 20s trying to sound like Farrakhan, man? Like, have a seat, bro. I'm like, this is crazy, bro. Do you know how disappointed we'll be if we seen pictures of our grandmothers twerking with their ass cheeks out? Like, that would break our heart, wouldn't it? I mean, honestly, it would. That would crush you. The same grandma you love that used to put Vicks vapor rub on your chest. You know how disappointed you'll be if you can look on Instagram and see pictures of your grandmother twerking. A nigga might break down crying. Like, nah, not granny, dog. But this is what's going on now. You got grandmothers that don't want to be called grandma. They want to be called something fly. I'm like, yo, man, don't nobody want to get old no more? What's going on? The fuck? It's insane to me, bro. It's insane to me, man. Everybody got a new lick online. Tell me, man, online you can be anybody you want to be, man. Anybody you want to be. So, you know. Mm-hmm. How can you have you got niggas in their early 20s doing interviews with Shazarahad Ali. Now, this lady must be at least 65. Now, we all smart. You know what I'm saying? We all got a half a brain at least. Y'all let me know what is a 20-year-old dude, early 20s, doing having an interview with Shazarahad Ali? What could they possibly talk about? And that's not odd to y'all. That's very odd to me. I'm like, yo, man, there's probably damn near a 50-year age gap between y'all two. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. So you want to bring Shazara Ali on your show so she can sit back and tell all these girls how they not traditional. Fair enough. But I'll say this. Let's not act like all these niggas out here are traditional, man. Y'all got to stop with that cap, too. Y'all gonna sit here and say that all these niggas are traditional these days? Fuck out of here, man. I was watching Boys in the Hood last night, right? I was watching Boys in the Hood last night. And y'all remember that scene when Cuba Gooding Jr. and Nia Long was going back and forth about her losing her virginity? And she was like she was on the porch, like, I want to wait till I get married. And he was like, I'm gonna marry you anyway. She was like, but we not. And they was going back and forth. She was trying to be traditional. And he talked her into giving him the buns. Now, this would be the same type of nigga that would jump online and talk about all these women are hoes. But don't nobody want to say that. Don't nobody want to say that. The truth will set you free, nigga. Don't nobody want to say that, though. And it just is what it is. Don't nobody want to keep it a buck about it. You know what I'm saying? A nigga will sit there and shame and beg a woman to give him the buns and turn around and talk about how ain't no more virgins left. I wonder why. So y'all gonna tell me it's just a bunch of virgin women running around asking niggas to take their virginity? It's something like that. But y'all telling me that's just the case, right? Fuck out of here with that shit, man. But be the same niggas complaining, like, yeah, ain't no more virgins left. I wonder why, bitch nigga. Wonder why. So anyway, but yeah, man, it's all good, man. You know what I mean? But like our culture is a little off though. I ain't capping, man. We got to get back to some shit that makes sense. Because it's causing a lot of crazy behavior in people, man. You know what I mean? Real talk. It really is. Like it really is, man. It's like a lot of women that get up, go to work every day, mind their business. They don't know what to do with themselves half the time. They don't. They don't. Real shit. Like, a lot of women think because they're not considered to be a bad bitch that it's over for them. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Just saying. Just saying. I'm starting to run out of advice. Like, do niggas even want the regular girl no more? Like the normal girl? Like, do niggas even want the normal girl no more? I'm talking about if niggas had a choice. I don't know. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's hard to tell. Do niggas even want the normal girl no more? Niggas want them a girl with a big 60-inch ass, man. I mean, that shit is cool to look at, but damn. What you gonna do with all that ass? So I don't know, man. Yeah, man. People just going over the top is what I'm saying. A lot of people going over the top with it, man. You know what I'm saying? And not even understanding that they're gonna have to carry that for the rest of their life. Because people are just living for the moment, man. Straight up. They just living for the moment, man. Dude. Like you hear a lot of conversations on social media about the relationships with men and women. A lot of people ain't talking about no spiritual type of connections, man. You know what I mean? Like that shit, it just don't matter no more. I'm like, all right, fair enough. Fair enough, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. Motherfuckers is making dating these days way too hard, man. And the thing about relationships, man, that should be the easiest thing. As human beings, relationships are innate to our existence, man. It's the most necessary thing to our existence as humans. But we found a way to fuck that up, didn't we? We have found a way to fuck that up. Completely jacked it up. Which is insane to me, man. Like a lot of women need to have a seat, man. On the real. A lot of women need to have a seat. Because they're gonna self-destruct, man, if they don't. If they don't, they're gonna self-destruct. I've never seen so many women on antidepressants, man. No cap. Straight up antidepressants, man. Because they're very unhappy. You know what I mean? They're very unhappy, man. It's like, oh well, what's gonna make you happy? They don't even know. They don't even know. Look, man, it is what it is. They don't even know what's gonna make them happy, man. A lot of women just want to be defiant for the sake of being defiant. You know what I mean? And that get kind of whack too. Like, yo, men shouldn't be your enemy, man. Shouldn't. It shouldn't. Women shouldn't be the enemy of a man. You know? Anyway, You know what I mean? Just chopping it up about life for a minute, man. This shit is just odd to me, man. Everybody got road rage these days. I'm tired of getting bad customer service. I'm like, damn, man, where are the happy people at? Point me to the happy people section. Ain't nobody happy no more. Everybody got somewhere better to be. Everybody got something better to do. Everybody impatient. Everybody, it's just crazy shit, man. I don't know what to say about it. A chicken box and a walk around Lexington Market ain't gonna cut it. You have to plan for greatness in a relationship. No doubt. I mean, no diggity. Man, you shouldn't have said that chicken box, man. Man, I was up in Baltimore a couple weeks ago and didn't even get a chicken box. Completely fucked that up. Completely fucked that up. 4 wings and fries, salt, pepper, ketchup, little half and half. Yeah, that's what a nigga need right about now. For real. Go ahead, give me that. But yeah, hey man, that's like a poor man's Papados, dog. Before niggas had money to take a woman out on a real date, motherfuckers know about them chicken box days, man. That's all it took. No cap. No cap. That's all it took, man. Real talk. Motherfuckers don't even want to go to the mom and pops no more. I mean, like, let's just keep it a buck. That ain't it no more. Motherfuckers don't want to go to the local neighborhood deli that been there for 30 years. The first date, a nigga got to take a chick to Paris. Got to take you to Dubai on the first date. I'm taking your ass to Baba on the first date. Like, it's just crazy shit. But these be first dates for people these days. Excuse me. I mean, straight up. Straight up. Everybody want to be flown out somewhere and shit. Hey, yo, man. Shit is ill. Real talk. I'm just being 100, man. Motherfuckers' first dates be somewhere smack out the country. And it's all good. I mean, if you got it, you got it. But damn. Damn. Like, whatever happened to a picnic sometimes, man? Like, whatever happened? Yo, man, like y'all know what used to be the shit? When I used to hook school with my girlfriend, and we'd take the bus downtown Baltimore and just walk around the inner harbor and just talk. Just look at the dirty water. Those are some of the best days, man. It wasn't complicated. You ain't overthink it. Motherfuckers is wrecking their brain trying to overthink shit these days, dog. Those was the good days, man. Like I hook school with my girlfriend, man. We'll just go walk and talk all day. Go get a couple slices of pizza. You know what I mean? Go get some iced tea. We'll just walk and talk around the inner harbor, man. Just walk around holding hands and just talk about life, what we wanted to do, what we wanted to be. Talk about our family and shit. We ain't complicate the shit. You know what I mean? It was just what it was. Like when the last time you been on a date to really talk? Motherfuckers go on a date to stunt these days. Real shit. Real shit. Like last time I was in California, not the last time, but I was out in Cali, right? And like me and this woman at the time and shit. I remember, man, we was just walking, you know what I mean? Because we had to go to the store and grab something. And she wanted to drive the car, but I was like, yo, it's good weather. We in Cali. Fuck that. I'm like, man, let's walk down the street to the store. You know what I'm saying? Grabbed our hand, man. We just walked and talked. Man, that was one of the best times I ever had, man. We was just vibing. Man, we ended up catching the vibe. Then we end up, you know what I'm saying? We got back to the room, came back out there like 11:30 that night, walked back up the street to get some tacos. Just walking and talking, man. We just really caught a vibe. We ain't overcomplicated. We ain't got to stunt for nobody, man. We caught a vibe. Like, nah, we ain't about to let this vibe go. Fuck that. You know what I mean? We ain't about to let this vibe go. Hell to the nah. We just caught a vibe, man. And we ain't realize how much simplicity helps. You know what I mean? Simplicity sometime, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we could have jumped in the Benz and drove down there. We could have jumped in the car. And she drove a really nice car. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, man, I ain't never. I'm like, shorty, man, I'm in LA. I'm kicking it, man. I'm trying to feel the vibes. You know what I mean, shorty picked me up from the airport in a very nice car. I'm like, man, park that motherfucker, man. Let's walk, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on the West Coast a lot. Let's kick it. You know what I'm saying? I don't take this good weather for granted. You know what I mean? I want to see some palm trees. I want to do the Popeye. You know what I'm saying? You just catch a vibe though. I'm like, nah, man, I want to walk. I want to feel the elements and shit, man. And that's what the fuck we did. And it was a vibe, man. Sometimes, man, you know, simplicity will take you a long way because you ain't overcomplicating the shit. You dig? That's my thing, man. To this day, that girl still talk about that day, man. To this day, well, not to this day, but I'm just saying, up until recently, man, she still talk about that shit. Like, man, I had a really good time. I'm like, you fucking right, because it was simple. We caught a vibe. You can't pay for a vibe. Either the shit is there or it's not. I think some of that shit be cosmic sometimes. But yeah, man, we caught a vibe. Chill out. You know what I mean? You know, it's hard to catch a vibe, man. So it just is what it is, man. Sometimes, man, you gotta keep it simple, man. It ain't really about where you at, it's who you with. I've been to some really nice restaurants and had horrible dates, man. Horrible times, man. Like you ever been on a date with a woman and you just end up looking at her at one point? Like, I cannot wait till this shit is over. Like, no cap. I've been on dates and have horrible times before, man. Because I couldn't catch a vibe. I'm like, what are you even talking about? Like, what? Why did I even come here with you? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing good to say. You know, um, you ain't got nothing of substance. Can't even have a decent conversation with you. You extra ghetto. Like y'all know what I hate. Like y'all know what I hate for real. I hate when a woman gets to a restaurant and gets extra fucking picky. I'm like, shorty, I was just on the phone with you last night. You was eating leftovers. All of a sudden, we get to the restaurant. You don't eat this. You don't eat that. You don't eat this. You don't eat that. Like, what the hell? Fuck you mean? Man, don't start that shit when you with me. Hell nah. You was just eating a nasty ass burger from Wendy's when I talked to you on your lunch break the other day. Now all of a sudden you want to be picky as a motherfucker, right? That shit blows my mind. That shit blows me. Pause. Real shit. All of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like you want to know how many calories is in the goddamn mashed potatoes. I'm like, man, what the hell? Did you measure that shit you ate at Wendy's the other day? And they do be rude to the waitress. You know what I mean? And they do be rude to the waitress. You like, damn. I don't know if that's just a female thing or whatever. I don't know if that's a woman thing, but that shit gotta stop. They be rude as hell to the waitress, man. And you be damn near apologetic, like, damn, man. You know what I mean? You got the waitress back there talking to the cook and shit. I'm like, yo, man, look, whatever's on the menu, on the menu. She want to splice shit together. Let me get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. I'm like, how the fuck you gonna make your own plate? Like, how you gonna make your own dish? They've been cooking that shit like that for 20 years. That shit be blowing me, man. That shit be blowing me, man. Real talk. A lot of women need etiquette, man. Real etiquette, man. They get out to a restaurant and start cutting the fuck up. They need real etiquette, man. You like, yo, what the fuck? Be like, the whole time I've been talking to you, you ain't never eat no steak. I never heard you one time say you just got finished eating a steak. All of a sudden, I mean, you want your steak specialty made. You know what I mean? Like, you want to know the calorie count, and you know what I mean? Like, you want your shit caramelized on top. I'm like, yo, man, you're doing too much, man. Yeah, man, some women need real etiquette, man. Like, then they want to sample the food and shit. Like, who the fuck? Like, they want a sample of the side dish and shit. You like, yo, this is too much. Yeah, man, that shit is a little pet peeve of mine, man. Like, yo, you was just eating a Lunchable last night. Like no cap, you was just eating a Lunchable last night. You was eating a Lunchable with some juicy juice. Now you want to get to the restaurant and you want to cut up. Yeah, like my man say, send this shit back. You know what I mean? Send this shit back and shit. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, man. You know what I mean? Then you be wanting to say something about it, but you don't even want to kick the hornet's nest. You like, man, I can't wait till this shit is over, man. All of a sudden, she mad picky and shit. Like, no cap, you was just eating a whole Lunchable. It's ill, man. And we live in crazy times. Yeah, sending it back after they ate half of it. You dig? And then they want to sit there and get drunk. And that's another thing too, man. Be very careful about ordering drinks with women that you don't really know like that. Because they don't sit there and get drunk on your ass, man. Like, nigga, you've been sitting there with the same glass of wine or the same Ciroc for the whole night. You just been sipping on it. Just sipping. You look up. Shorty done went through 3 glasses of wine and a Crown and Coke. You like, yo, man, that bitch an alcoholic. You like, what the fuck? She done sat there and got smack drunk on you and shit. Like, yo, man, what the fuck? It's crazy. These things happen, people. Yo, man, you got to put our ass on a 1 glass of wine minimum, man. Because some chicks will sit there and get straight drunk. And then they get real nasty to the waitresses, man. Yo, man, look. Then you got to leave the waitress an extra tip because you feel so bad. She done sent the waitress back and forth 37 times. You know what I mean? She done sent the waitress back and forth 37 fucking times. You like, damn, is there a tip big enough to give the fucking waitress? You like, you ain't even hungry because you done ate before you got there, nigga. You always eat before you go on a date, nigga. Fuck that. Nigga, you done ate before you got there, so you just picking through the food and shit. Because you ain't even there for the food, nigga. You there for some other shit. You know what I'm saying? You always eat before you go on a date, my nigga. Let me give you some advice. Especially the first date. Like that first or second date, make sure you eat before you go. That's some free advice from the boogeyman. That's some free advice, niggas. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Eat before you go. Niggas will be like, well, what's the purpose? Nigga, trust me. Just trust me on this. Eat before you go, motherfucker. That way, like you can just chill. You ain't even had to be picking through the food and all of that type of shit, man. You order something simple from the menu. You keep it real regular. Order you a drink, 2 at the most, and you keep it cool. You ain't there for all that. Now, once y'all get to know each other, then you can go out hungry and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Then you go out hungry, nigga. Don't be going on no dates fucking hungry. I would tell a woman, definitely for women. That's really, I really should be talking to the women. But some women, they'll starve themselves all day. Because they know they're about to break the bank on this nigga. Some women won't eat shit all day. Because they know they about to order like $200 worth of food or whatever the fuck, right? $200 worth of food and drinks on your bitch ass, man. So they'll make sure they go out hungry and they taking a to-go box. You know what I'm saying? Don't give 2 fucks, man. I'm telling y'all, man. And it's really for the men and women. Make sure y'all eat before you go on a date. Don't let more than like 4 hours go by and you ain't eat. Then you going like, nah. I'm just being honest, man. You know what I mean? Straight up. Have that shit between a 3-hour window where you ate before you got there. That way you can just nibble on the food a little bit. Just nibble. Just nibble on the food. You know what I mean? You might eat half of it. You know what I mean? Like you might eat half the shit, get the other shit back, but you know what I mean, don't be going on no date hungry and thirsty, man. Should you take a date to a restaurant that you know you normally can't afford? Hell to the no. This is how you niggas be going broke. Look, man, look. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Excuse me. Stay in your lane. You can go to a nice spot to get food for $150, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, food and some drinks. It's always some local spots, man. And that's what a nigga got to do, man. Like, you got to get out and hit the city. It be some local spots with some really good food and some good cooks, and they don't charge that much. You ain't got to go nowhere for the name. This is where y'all fucking up. Y'all fucking up big time. Y'all paying for the name. Y'all ain't paying for the food, nigga. It be some local little spots. You walk in that motherfucker like, damn, man, I never knew this shit was here. The food be good, inexpensive, and the drinks be better. I mean, you got to do your research a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm not a real picky eater when it comes to that. Like, whatever's on the menu, I'll get. Like, yo, give me, some baked chicken and some asparagus. Like, I ain't big on that. I just get whatever. But if you on a budget, my nigga, you got to be creative. You know what I mean? You got to be creative, man. So let's say your budget for that date. Let's say your budget for that date is $130, right? Your budget. If you can't make $130 work between 2 people, you need to stay home because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing, bruh. You need to stay your ass at home because you're a rookie. You ain't got to spend no $300, $400, $500 on no first date. Y'all bugging, nigga. Nigga, that's your fucking car note, nigga. What the fuck? Y'all niggas be bugging. I mean, if you got it, you got it. Hold on, let me say, if you got it, then you got it. But if you ain't got it, nigga, don't be out here acting like you got it. That's crazy. Salmon with the Alfredo ain't never let me down. No doubt. If you got it, you got it. But you budget that money, nigga, and take cash. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you take cash too. Dog. On a real tip, nigga, you find you a local spot. Cause you niggas really be paying for the name. Let's be honest. Y'all paying for the name. Find you a local spot. And if it's black owned, it's better. A lot of times they be having really good cooks, man. You know what I mean? The food might come up between both of y'all. The food might come up to $60. Y'all might get another $50 worth of drinks. That's a hell of a night. That's a hell of a night. Niggas be out here spending their fucking rent money on dates. Y'all are bugging. Y'all are bugging. Now, let me say this. Niggas, stop being so cheap too. Let me keep it a buck. My nigga, you can't be cheap, bro. Stay within your budget, but don't be cheap. You can only do what you can do. But I'm not talking to the cheap niggas. I'm talking to the niggas that know how to work a budget. Motherfuckers got bills and shit, man. Dog, $130, you should be able to make that work. And look, if she ain't happy with that date, y'all not compatible. God is good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just ain't compatible, man. It's that simple. It's that simple, man. I done been on dates and spent $40. I done been on dates and literally have spent $450, man. Dating is not cheap. Dating ain't cheap. I see why some niggas don't do it, because the shit ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? No cap. No cap. A lot of people not gonna believe me, man. When we went to the self-improvement summit Atlanta, I know niggas ain't gonna believe me, bro. No cap. And I don't know my exact numbers. I spent over $700 in that club that night. Just to make it pop, right? I spent $700. I have never spent that much in the club. But whatever. Anything with the self-improvement summit, I don't put no price tag on the shit. I don't put no price. Ask my nigga Duali. He in the chat room. Bro, you ain't never see that many drinks get ordered, did you? Niggas ain't never see that many drinks get ordered. I'm talking about, dog, that waitress was working OT, overtime. Facts. I ain't never look at how much I spent in Atlanta. Bruh, I know I spent at least 700 that night. At least 700. Because that's how much I had. I had about $800 in my pocket. I think I went home with a couple dollars. Bruh, we ordered so many fucking drinks that night, which was crazy. Yeah, Atlanta got kind of wild, man. Atlanta got kind of crazy, man. Atlanta got kind of crazy. But that was the summit. That wasn't a date. So it don't matter with the summit. I don't put a price tag on that shit, man. But I've been on dates, man, and spent over $400 before, man. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on dates where I spent $40. It all depends, man. But at the end of the day, you got to work in your budget, man. You got to go with your budget. Ain't no, dog. If you stand in your lane, you ain't stressing over that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you stand in your lane, that ain't even nothing you're thinking about. If you're dealing with women in your lane, she'll understand. If you're trying to be something that you're not, then, you know, obviously you're going to be out here spending your rent money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real shit. It is what it is, man. So, hey. Man, that's life, dog. Dating is not cheap, but it shouldn't break you either, man. It shouldn't. You know what I mean? Dating should be sensible, man. Dating should be sensible between a man and a woman. Like a woman know what you can afford, bro. Like a woman know what you can afford. Like, damn, girl, I ain't in the fucking NBA. What the fuck? You still have a nice night? You still have a good night, though? Like, yo, I ain't no fucking NBA player. Straight up, man. I'm not a fan of being cheap, but I'm not a fan of breaking the bank. I guess if I had to leave it somewhere, I'm not a fan of niggas being cheap. Because I think that's beneath you, man. But I ain't a fan of niggas maxing out their credit cards either, man. Find you somewhere in the middle that's sensible, and you date like that, man. You know what I mean? And you date like that. Hey, fuck it, nigga. If you gotta cook one night, you gotta cook, nigga. It is what it is, nigga. But keep it real though. Nigga, I done kept it real with chicks. Like, look, you know what I mean? Hey man, I got some things going on at this time. I ain't even gonna hold you. But you know, look, you know what I mean? Shit, either they gonna say yes or no. It don't matter. But at least you got it off your conscience, man. Like, look, this ain't the right time. You know what I'm saying? But you can still have a good night, man. Like you can still have a really, really good night for under $200, man. Like you really can. You know what I mean? But you'll be a damn fool to be out here spending your rent money and gas, electric money on a fucking date. And some niggas be doing that shit just to act like they got it. I'm like, look, nigga. Let me tell you how this shit used to be back in the day, nigga. First of all, back in the day, niggas be borrowing clothes like a motherfucker. Like, bruh, let me hold that sweater you got, nigga. You know what I mean? I got a date tonight. You know what I mean? See how this pan out. Let's keep it real. Like, women ain't the only ones that be borrowing clothes. I mean, this was young nigga shit, but women wasn't the only one borrowing clothes, nigga. Nigga, I'll get a sweater from my nigga Kenny. I'll get some jeans from my nigga Tavon. You know what I'm saying? I'll wear my own shoes. I'll get a hat from my nigga Tony. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you put that shit together, nigga. I mean, but you put your own swag on that shit, nigga. Fuck that. Niggas was swapping out cars and all type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, with no cap, man. It'd be crunch time, dog. But once I put the outfit on, it's over with, nigga. That's pretty much my outfit. You can't wear it, nigga, because I done put the drip on that motherfucker, nigga. I'm talking about I done put the whole outfit that wasn't mine in the cleaners, nigga. You know what I mean? I done put the whole bitch in the cleaners, nigga. Talking about real starch in that shit, nigga. Like, fuck that, nigga. Nigga, shit was crucial back in the day, nigga. Nigga, when your paper not right, nigga, you gotta make it happen. I'm telling you, man. When your paper not right, you gotta make it happen, nigga. You like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm gonna do? Nigga, you piece that shit together piece by piece, nigga. Nigga, you make it work. Nigga, you make it work, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but the point is, at the end of the day, man, don't be out here maxing out your credit cards, man. Don't be out here maxing out your credit cards, man. If you on a budget, stay in your lane. Know your lane. Stay in your lane, man. I mean, stay in your lane and shit. Hey, nigga.
What up?
Yo, you can hear me?
Y'all hear you good?
I think you got an echo.
I do. Oh shit.
Yeah, you got to cut the YouTube off.
Shit, is it my fucking on? I don't know if it's on. Hold on, let me check.
But yeah, man, don't be out here maxing out your credit cards and shit, man. Oh man, that's just too much. That's just too much, man. For real. Do what's in your budget. Do what's in your budget, man. Motherfuckers be out here doing the most. Oh man. Straight up. Don't be taking no woman to no buffets and shit. You know what I'm saying? And see, because a lot of you niggas gonna be trying to get over. Don't be taking no woman to no buffets and shit. Stop being cheap, nigga. Hey, what
Straight
up,
now.
nigga?
It's good.
Yo, do y'all hear echo in the chat?
But I ain't never did this. This is my first time doing this shit. I ain't even did it before. And I said I'll come holler at you. I don't know how to get the sound right. Is it right?
I mean, I hear you good, man, but it's echo. Sound like you got the YouTube on. Like
Nah,
is it on your phone or something?
No, I got to cut off.
So you got to cut off.
Yeah.
It might be on me. Let me see. So could be on me. I don't know what's going on. I know, like I'm echoing. Oh, everybody say it's on my side. I don't know. But if I'm echoing, I would have to be echoing through his speaker. I think. But I'll play with it a little bit. See if I can fix it. And the nigga keep popping off and shit. We can't even fix the damn issue. Mm-hmm. All right, come back. Come back backstage. Let's see if we can fix the issue. Like whenever he come back, let's see if we can work it. It could be on my end. Could be on my end. But I don't know what's going on. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck going on. But if he had the YouTube on, if he got the YouTube playing on his computer while he's listening, and he got on the StreamYard, then that's why I got the echo. I think that's why I got the echo. Let me see something. All right, yo, jump back on real quick. Like, let me see. Let me see if I can work out on my end. And yo, D, jump back on. Like, it's probably on my end if I play with it a little bit. Pause. See something real quick. Damn, nigga, what you ran to the store? All right, I'm dropping the link again. Yo, I just dropped the link again and shit. This nigga done went to 7-Eleven and shit, man. Yo, let me know if that link worked. Should work. Yo.
We good? So I put some earbuds in. Yeah. Some earbuds in.
Yeah, man. Like, it had to be something on your end then if it stopped. But yeah, man.
Why I gotta be my end?
Because it stopped.
Your shit be echoing all the time. I mean,
process of elimination.
It had to be on your end. Yeah, I had to come over and talk shit with you real quick, homie. What up?
Oh man, coolin', bro. Hey, but peep game, right?
What's up?
So
come on, let's shit up. Damn.
Man, like for the Houston Summit, man, this shit gonna be live, bro. Like this gonna be one of the ones, man. This is gonna be one of the ones like Atlanta was crazy. Like Atlanta was one of the ones, but this gonna be one of the ones that people really have to come, man. I think that man, like we just adding so much to it, man. Like so like let me tell you what's going on for this event. So now, first thing I added was a host. So got a comedian that's gonna come out and host the whole summit. You know what I mean?
That's with the flow, huh? It's gonna flow.
Yeah. It's gonna flow, man. So now we got a comedian that's gonna come and host the whole summit. So we got regular packages for people that just want to come to the summit, and then we got VIP packages. So for the VIP packages, people they get to ride in the limo after the summit or whatever. So like they can take the limo from the actual location, they can go there to the after party, and then take them back. You see what I'm saying? That way.
I see, because that's again part of the flow, getting everybody all the locations at the same when we need to be there. Instead of everything being chopped up, some people can't get there, don't know how to get there, don't know their way around.
Facts. So that's the VIP package on that, and then we got couple female speakers, like they're gonna come out for this one, man. Man, like this gonna be the one, man, and we still not done adding more things to it. You know what I mean? But this gonna be the one, man. So like I'm telling, man, like people need to come out to Houston, man, and really kick it with us, man, on February the 5th. But you know what I mean? Because the summits, man, like you was at the very first summit, man. Like you've been seeing it how just progressing little by little and shit, man. So it's really turned into a thing, man. These summit weekends be crazy, man.
Yeah, like you said, you got to have a budget when you come out to that summit after party too. Like you were saying, because you're gonna have fun, like you around good people, having a good time. There's no drama and nothing like that. You start feeling good. So I start wanting to buy Boogie a drink. I want to buy everybody, everybody you met that day a drink, and we just having a good time, brotherhood, fellowshipping. It's a ball, man.
Yo, and that's something that we got to talk about too, man. Yo, man, see, people got to have proper after party etiquette, right? So like the way it's supposed to go for an after party is this. Everybody get to the spot. Everybody buys a round of drinks. That's proper etiquette, right? And then, we'll just work our way. The only people we don't let buy drinks is the women. But with all the fellas, everybody buy a round of drinks. But you always notice there's always a few niggas that always skip their turn.
They in the rotation. Niggas hop in the rotation. When it's your turn for the rotation, hit you back for to pull out your card. you somewhere else. You know, what I'm saying? You slide over.
Yeah,
You
I go
slide
to
over
the
to the other.
bathroom and do that.
You got a couple tables, and then slide over there to the other side of the couch and shit. You know, what I'm saying? When it's his time and the rotation, and you know, nigga, it's your turn. What we drinking? Nigga, everybody else, what y'all drinking? What y'all? It's the
Right.
what y'all drinking? What you drinking? What y'all drinking? Boom, boom. You pay. Boom, boom. Get to that one nigga. He don't
Oh
never
man,
ask you what. He don't never ask you what you drinking. You
right.
know, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying like
That
he
nigga.
creep. I mean, some dudes will creep off to the bar by themselves, come back with one drink.
Yeah,
It's like,
nigga.
yo, that's not
Nigga,
etiquette, bro.
nigga come back with a cranberry and vodka. You like, damn, nigga, I thought we was drinking, nigga, we been drinking brown all night. He got a different color drinking shit. You like, nigga, where was you at? Oh, I
Hey
went over
man,
there, nigga.
gotta have proper etiquette, man. That's why I say, man, like for the Atlanta event, bro. Like I remember in the club, man. Like no cap, man. I spent no less than $700, man. Like yo, it
You
was a lot of drinks
nah,
being ordered, bro.
you skipped another etiquette. You
What's
skipped
that?
one. Bottle etiquette.
Bottle
When
etiquette
nigga,
too.
when it's a bottle at the table, nigga don't pour. Nigga pour a quarter of the bottle into his glass.
Yeah, man. Yo, pull you a little something. Yeah, man. Like a lot of dudes, man. Like they
That
need real etiquette, man.
Yeah, the bottle is that's a social. The bottle is it's social. You know, everybody
Hmm.
pour their little bit. You know, that's just for you to wet your beak a little bit. You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying? Niggas want to tip it over. I'm looking at niggas tipping it over
You
like
like,
this.
yo, fam. You be like,
Yeah,
yo, nigga.
nigga like nigga got the bottle like this. Nigga tipping that motherfucker. I said, damn, I'm looking at this nigga. Then he finished it off. Then he finished off the last of the bottle. I'm like, damn, nigga, there's girls right here. Nigga, you didn't see if they wanted the last of the bottle. Niggas,
Yo,
females right there. Hey, hey, y'all want? Let me ask around. If it's a little, a little bit of whatever left, let me ask. Hey, y'all want the last of this? Y'all want the little bit of the last of this bottle or whatever this is? Tipped it over the top. Finish it
yo,
off
see,
in
a
his
lot of
glass.
dudes though, if you think about it, bro, a lot of dudes don't. Um, so like a lot of niggas, man, they'll make the women pay for shit when they with them, man. I think that's some tacky shit.
Yeah,
Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? If it's a group of men, right, and y'all got, let's say, hell, man, like even just 3, 4 women with y'all, and it's a group of men. You know what I mean? Why y'all making the women pay for anything while y'all out? You know what I'm
nigga.
saying? Like, I always thought that was kind of tacky and corny.
And
You
then
know
they
what I
want to
mean?
have say. Then they want to have say so. Niggas want to lead. Niggas want to lead the way,
Right.
but ain't put up nothing. You ain't did no leadership. You ain't displayed no leadership behavior. But niggas want to
Hmm.
dictate. Want to dictate what's going on. Nigga, you ain't did. How you dictating shit, nigga? You ain't paid for nothing yet. You ain't did nothing. But you want to
Yeah,
dictate what we
man.
doing, nigga. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, dog. Like, I don't make no women pay for shit, man. Like, I always thought that was just a tacky move, man. Like, some niggas don't care. I'm
Yeah,
like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just a certain type of etiquette, man. But then, you know, if a lot of people not really used to hanging out, then they
exactly. That's what
wouldn't
it
know the
is.
etiquette, man. But I'm like, man, there's an unspoken language of when you go out. There's a fluidity that
And
comes
that's
with it.
that's part of that's part of what you're talking about with the summits. Like you say, nigga, like we talk about the after party, the summit all the time. You brought this up before. That's a good social. That's where you get all that what you're talking about. You come to the after if you ain't used to being around, good dudes. People might have their guard up because they used to being around people that's fake, that don't properly do the rotation. So he thinking like, oh, these niggas ain't gonna get over on me. I ain't finna be
Right.
paying for these drinks and I don't get no drink back. I ain't finna be putting in on the table and then niggas just hog all the hog the bottle. So they thinking like, nah, they thinking how it is where they come from instead of oh, I'm a different environment. I can behave differently because everybody here know how to behave right. Or they like you said they ain't never been nowhere. So like you can see his cast is kind of I ain't gonna say they awkward, but they kind of reserved and shit because they ain't never been around that environment to where it's a lot of dudes having fun, so they just be chilling. They don't know how to kind of know how to behave and enjoy themselves. So that's why the after party is real good to be around
But
that environment. You know what I'm saying? Like you're saying.
I mean, like, but if you think about it, bro, and that's the good thing about the summit that a lot of dudes could be exposed to it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So even if they didn't know how to maneuver before, by the time they get finished with the night, the whole day and the night of the summit, you can expose yourself to something different or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. But you know, there's etiquette with everything you do. There's gym etiquette, there's highway etiquette, there's club etiquette, there's lounge etiquette. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be messing up the flow and the vibe of the whole night just because you don't know. It's like, man, just do what you see everybody else doing, man. You know what I mean? That'll get you through the night and shit. So I don't know, man, but other than that, though, like I say, man, like this gonna be the one, man, February 5th, though, man. I ain't capping either, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this gonna be the one, man. And like, you know what I'm thinking too? Like a lot of people, man, because you know, we've had so many summits in DC, like a lot of people can you know what I mean, wait till we come to other cities, man. So I think that's really what people waiting on too. So, you know, a lot of people showed up to Atlanta. I know even more people gonna show up to Houston. So like I just think people waiting for us to hit all these other cities, man. And really, man, like I'm waiting too and shit, man. So I think you know, starting next year, man, it's all about just bringing the show on the road. So maybe next year may have one DC summit if that, but it's all about hitting these new cities, man. So definitely gonna hit Houston, Chicago, you know, LA, you know, it's all coming, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to hit up New York too. So, you know, figure out.
Yeah, please go to New York because I'm tired of these New York cats. Nigga, you can hop the train to DC in an hour. I'll be on their ass about that. Boogie come to New York. Nigga. Well, what's the train ride? Still though, nigga. The niggas think New York is like it's walls up around that motherfucker. Like, nigga, you can get out. Homie, just hop on the train, get to DC, hop the train right back. Like,
yeah, like that's my thing too, man. I'm like, well, you know, we're not gonna go to every single city, man. But if we get close enough to a city, you know what I mean. If you like a state over, man, like that's close enough.
That's hop on a two-hour car drive, hop on a train or something. Especially if you're on the East Coast, you can hop on that. You can get anywhere. That's why that's one. Yeah, you know, you can get anywhere from there. But yeah, if you got to drive a couple hours, it's worth the drive. You know, it's just you know, just do it. Make it out. It ain't got to be directly where you at. You know, the niggas act like you got to touch down right where they at, or they ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Step out your comfort zone a little bit and come do something.
Yo, but the funny part is they'll be the main people that don't show up. They'll be like, yo, man, like you should have it in Atlanta. Like, do you have it in Atlanta? Like, they don't even make it out. So, you know, I don't even put no stock into that. I'm like, man, you know, but like my thing is this, man. I don't think people know how much fun we have. And that's what I be trying to tell people. Is like, dog, you know, now every summit has its own personality or whatever. Some were better than others, but people don't know how much fun we have. And it's like, look, the information is good, you know what I mean? The vibe, the fellowship is good. All of that's good, you know, is a very professional setting. But I'm like, look, man, we have a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man, you know, so I tell people when they come out, like, look, bring your dancing shoes, bring something comfortable for the after party, because we all gonna go out. You know, if you choose to, we all gonna go out. We gonna fellowship, man, and we just gonna have a good time, man. Like, if nothing else, you worry about tomorrow, man. Tomorrow got his own problems, but tonight we gonna party, we gonna eat good. If you drink, we gonna drink good. You know what I'm saying? And it's just all love. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's safe. Ain't nobody getting fast.
Because when you like, let's say like anything else you go to, I don't know if people been to like stuff like this, summits or little events. You get there in the morning, you know, you like, you don't know nobody, you know, you just trying to peep it out, feel it out. By the first break, you know, everybody high five and handshakes, hugs, exchange information. Everybody laughing. That's just first break after that first session. Everybody comfortable. You familiar. You standing out in the hallway, you could do some little snacks, chopping it up. Oh, where you from? Talking, you know, getting comfortable. Like, you just have a good time after that. And after that, it's over. So for the rest of the night, everybody having a good time. It's fun. Like you said, it's just a good time in general. It's fun. Meeting new people. You learning new stuff, and just the energy. You around that same positive energy. And you benefit. Like you say all the time too. The week that, you know, you're on a high after that. You know, you go to a summit, you come back home, you positive. Now you flowing, you got momentum going. You know, you ready to go. You ready to, you know, if you got some goals or some stuff you're trying to get into, you're like, damn, you know, you feel energized, motivated. Because I had missed that one summit. I had missed the summit. And it was during the time when I kind of needed, some more positive energy and stuff like that. And I was like, damn,
Right.
if I would have went to the summit, I would have been, I'd have been came back amped up, ready to attack life again after that. But that's part of it, getting out and seeing new things, meeting new people, and being around that same energy, and not hearing so much all the negative talk. That's one of the biggest benefits of it.
Yeah, man. So, like that was always my thing about the summit is like, look, a lot of people got different conferences or whatever, and that's fine. But people may say, well, what separates the self-improvement summit? And I'm like, the vibe. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? The vibe and the camaraderie, you know what I mean? Just the good people, man. Like when people come to the summit, they know like, all right, this ain't just no quick money grab. Like, you know what I mean? Like these are people that really want to be here. And you know what I mean? And like we have fun, man. Like I say, the Atlanta after party, man, in particular, man, because Atlanta just known for partying, man. I didn't think we was gonna have that much fun, dog.
Don't even get me into it. Cause I'm starting bringing up them twins from Seattle. We got to get up there too, Seattle.
Oh yeah, Seattle, man. Like the twins was wild, man.
Hey, them boys came in there. Tell you about the twins, man. Hey, the twins. This is another thing too. I think I talked to you about this before. The twins hollered at every girl that walked by, waitresses included. They hollered at every single one of them, right? But how they did it, the females wasn't tripping though, because of their approach and their energy. You know what I'm saying? They was cats be like, oh, dog. They was grabbing by your arm. Hey, how you doing? But their energy was so vibrant, and they were so positive and well intentioned with it. They didn't have no problems the whole night. I'm looking like, damn, dog, you ain't got to grab them. It was tapping to, hey, what's your name? Everyone that walked by, but they were so happy and vibrant, and so their energy was so good. They was everybody was going with the flow, having a good time. Every female they came in contact with, they were just on the whole night. They were standing on the table, standing on the couches. I was like, these boys wilding off every song. It was just a good time, a good vibe to them. So them twins in Seattle, yeah, I don't know where they at, but they need to come to Houston too.
They was bugging out, man. They had a real good time, man.
Real good time, dog. Real good time. They made me have a better time. Just them, and they uplifted my time. Just seeing them enjoy themselves made me feel good, stuff like that, dog.
Yeah, man. I think, like what this shit turning into, man, it's just turning into his own community, man. So
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just all good, man. But yeah, I think a lot of people really, like once they let me say this. If people come with an open mind too, because you gotta have an open mind, like you know what I'm saying. If people come with an open mind, I guarantee, like they won't be disappointed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll find some fun in it, man. You know what I mean? So I think that's what separates the self-improvement summit from everything else, man.
You want to talk about some other etiquette?
What's that? Oh,
your question, your question etiquette, or your book giving your opinion etiquette during the summit. Cats be hogging the speaking time too. There's only so much time for everybody to get a word in and share their opinion, maybe express themselves, ask the speaker a question. And so when you doing that, you can't take up all the time if it's 40 or 50 people and it's 10 people with their hand up to ask a question, and there's one dude. We are like everybody excited and enthusiastic, but have some courtesy for everybody else there too. That kind of want to get a word in and ask some questions too.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about being courteous and shit, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? It's always gonna be a couple class clowns or whatever, but you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, man, like this shit gonna be lit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit gonna be lit. And like for me, man, truth be told, I'm just tired of really that kind of incel complaining type of energy, man. I'm like, yo, when we gonna bring some fun back? You know what I mean? Like that's just my thing. Let's have some fucking fun.
And cats be insecure. They be afraid to, like I know you saying I'm big on vulnerability too. You got to let your guard down and express yourself. I think cats are just they're afraid. They're afraid to step up, jump out the window, try something new. They're afraid to express themselves. It's that fear that they're gonna get judged. So you don't want to go somewhere where somebody gonna judge you, where it's wide open, everybody to see. You put everything on display. You're not afraid to say the things that are bothering you. You're not afraid to ask the questions or admit that you might be going through something. You need some support. I think a lot of cats there's just the insecurity of that, and they just and they express it through their anger. You know what I'm saying, like the incel stuff. Like I did like I think you said it before too. I started watching a lot of the incel videos. Just seeing what it was all about. I used to work with kids. I used to work with teenagers. I started studying a lot of the incel stuff, and it's just fear. They're afraid to be vulnerable, and then they might have had a bad experience or consistent bad experiences, and so they just lash out. You know what I'm saying? But you never know when you're gonna have that breakthrough if you just constantly lashing out. Oh, I'm mad. The girls did this, and that. Oh, like a lot of them, it's real. They always had consistently bad experiences with women or bad experiences in life, but you never know when that next experience might be the thing, to turn it around.
Yeah, man.
So you got to let yourself be vulnerable.
Man, that like a lot of people just got their mind made up about life, and they're not open to nothing else, man. They're not even open to have a good time or anything different. And it's like, well, damn. I mean, don't go around trying to ruin somebody else's good time either, man. You know what I'm saying? If you already figured out life ain't for you, and
because they gotta feel something. They gotta feel something. If you can't feel joy, you're gonna lash out. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to feel pain. You're gonna want to bring everybody else with you. If I got to feel like this, y'all gonna feel like that too.
No, man, that shit whack, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's just my thing, man. A lot of people just uptight, they tense. They got a lot of shit on their mind. You know what I'm saying? Just the L's of life just take some people over, man. I'm like, bro, like we got to get back to having some fun too, man. You know what I'm saying? And just change the climate. Because I'm like, man, some of these motherfuckers gonna end up jumping off a bridge one day, man. Truth be told, man. I would hate to see it, but I'm like, hell, you know what I'm saying? Y'all internalizing all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You're paranoid, thinking the world is against you. I'm like, man, it ain't even that serious, bro.
Yeah, that, like you say, like what? It's all kind of self-centered. Like you say, the world is against you. Like ain't nobody think. That's one thing I had to deal with. Thinking I'm the center. I'm the center of not really the center of attention, but everything is against me. When something goes wrong, it was personally meant for me.
Right.
Like, the world ain't worried about me. The world not worried about you. You know what I'm saying? If you fall, trip somewhere in public, ain't nobody even paying attention. Ain't nobody worried about what you got going on. So once I realized, I'm not the center. I'm not the center of attention. When I go somewhere, ain't nobody paying attention to me like that. People living their lives. So nah, you're not the focus of somebody else's life. You're not the focus of the criticism, of all the criticism that go on in the world. I think people think, like I said, the cats who have problems, men and women, they think it's personal. When it's just maybe somebody everybody's just living life just like you. You're not somebody that they're trying to attack. You're not the reason why everything is going bad, and it's not all the bad stuff that happened is not meant for you. When you start embracing it, and that's what's in your mind, that's what you're gonna manifest. So I think that's
I mean, then too, man. Like people don't. A lot of people don't even know who they are. So you know what I'm saying. Like somebody may think that, everybody out to pick on them, everybody out to screw them over. When really, man, people can have admiration for you, man. You know what I mean? Some people just want to be close to you, but they don't really know how. It's like how many times you've been around a woman, and in like the beginning, she was a real bitch to you, but over time, you know what I'm saying, she was just the sweetest person you ever met. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know why people act the way they act sometimes. You can't take everything personal.
Yeah, everybody's like trying to live life the best way that they know how to live life. That's the main. Everybody living the best way that they know how. So if that's how that's a lot of people survive. That's their survival mechanism. They gotta keep their guard up at first. They may, like you said, you might meet a woman. She might be kind of rude. She might have a bad attitude at first, but that's how she's been surviving. That's her survival mechanism to see, if to test and see, you know, is this a bad guy? I may not agree with it. I may not agree with that method, but that's just what it is. So like we talking about like going on dates. You go on a first date, a lot of women, they're gonna put that, they give you that attitude. They're gonna be real stern with you, have that wall up. It's just up to you to, you know, to chip away at it. You can't get offended. A lot of cats get offended.
Right.
Yeah, they get offended by it, but you know, you just gotta observe, you know, chip away at it slowly, and then she gonna soften up to you, you know, and you can go on from there. And like you said, it's just like night and day. Night and day is a whole
Yeah, no doubt, man. That's just my thing about the shit, man. Like people are willing to get their mind right, man, and you know, just get back to some real positive thinking too, man. Not to say that that's an easy thing to do. Like,
Oh no.
I mean, I understand it ain't, but it's like shit, man. Like, what other options do we got, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna blame everybody else forever? Like, nah, that shit corny right there too, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
yeah, but you don't never know till you get out of it. It's kind of like depression. You don't know you're depressed till you get out of it.
right.
And once you step out of that negative, you got that negative approach and negative mentality to life. Like you say, it's hard for you to tell. Like we talking right now, somebody might be listening. They ain't not trying to hear nothing we saying. Oh, they don't know what it's like. They don't know what I go through.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't understand our words till they get on the other side of it.
Right.
Or till they really open up and embrace it. So if somebody's telling you, oh, you need to be positive, this and that, they're not trying to hear it. Because they're in that situation, you know, their mind is closed. Like I said, the wall is up. But once they get out of it, they look back like, dang, people were telling me this and that. I couldn't see it at the time. But now that I'm out of it, you know, it's kind of like, you know, the clouds parted. Now you see. And it's just getting over that initial hump, you know, of kind of opening up and taking that chance and being more positive, having a more positive approach that help, you know, kind of help you find a better way, you know, snap out of it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Or you got some people that'll try to argue you up and down about shit you've been through in your life. It's like, nigga, you don't know what the fuck I've been through, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be able to talk the way I talk if I ain't been through nothing, man. Like, miss me with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody, you know, people see your glory, but they don't know your story type of situation, man. Like, they don't know what the motherfucker been through, man. And you can't tell nobody what they've been through. You know what I mean? Stop comparing yourself to other people, man. Just focus on your shit.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? And stay focused, man. So, you know, it's just a lot of crazy ill shit going on, man. And you know what I mean? I think everybody looking for an scapegoat or looking for somebody to blame, but it's like, man, even if you find somebody to blame for your shit, ain't nobody gonna fix it but you. Like, if you get into a car accident and it ain't your fault, well, you still gotta get your car fixed. You know what I'm saying?
Your car still tow up. You still got that bill.
Right.
So, it ain't going nowhere. The bill not gonna run away. Like right there waiting for you. You go outside and your front end still smashed in.
Mm-hmm.
So what you gonna do about it? You got to do something about
I think
it.
you know, especially like the online climate, man. Like that's one thing that it did provide, man. It provided a lot of people with an escape route, and it's like, nah, man. All roads lead back to the mirror. At the end of the day, whether you caused the problem or you got to fix it, you can't escape the mirror, man. And
No, it's undefeated.
it's under every time, man. I'm like, what you gonna do? Like, what you gonna
Accountability.
do?
Accountability, undefeated.
Man, like ain't nobody trying to hear that accountability shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, because at the end of the day, like nobody wants to admit their deficiencies, man, or their shortcomings and shit. Like don't nobody want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Like I
Online,
said,
perfect.
it's about being vulnerable. That vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, vulnerability is freedom. Once you become vulnerable, ain't nothing else. It's nothing nobody can do to you, right? So if everything is out there, all your everything you have a low self-esteem about, everything that you're insecure about, once you put it all on the table, you free now. What are they gonna do to you?
Right.
Now I'm free.
Right.
So now you can't. There's nothing you can do to bring me back down. I let it all out. Everything's on the table. You can try to bring it up. I'm like, hey, I already told you that. You know, I'm already working on that. So now you like, cool, you free. You there's nothing. You're not hidden behind. Like I said, you're not hidden behind that wall anymore. Now you're free to go out and do the things you need to do to improve and get better, instead of being huddled up and, like I said, lashing out, projecting your insecurities on everyone else, you know. And that's what it is, bro. You just live, that's how you get caught up in that negative cycle. No accountability, and like you said, no mirror, not looking in the mirror.
Nah, man. I mean, that mirror shit is tough, man. I mean, it's tough
Yeah.
for anybody, man. But I just think for a lot of people, man, they're gonna realize very quickly, man. Nobody gonna fix your situation but you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So I mean, it really comes down to that, man. But hey, some people gonna learn the hard way, man. You know what I mean? Just that big ball of negative energy that's in Black YouTube, man. If you realize a lot of dudes, man, eventually they just cannibalize each other. Like you'll see dudes on the panel
Man.
one week, they gang and all this shit. The next week, man, they exposing each other, talking about each other mothers and shit. You
So
be
I'm
like,
saying, I
yo,
ain't never
man.
in the arguing and stuff. You attacking people, like it just you could smell it on them. I mean, you could hear it, the insecurities on them. Like, why you attacking another man? They can't even have a conversation. I can't. You speak. Give me your point. I'll let you finish. I'll speak. Nah, they arguing over each other. Then they start insulting each other. Oh, fuck, whoop, 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 whoop.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Bro, now you over emotional. They over emotional, insecure, and just with no direction,
Mm-hmm.
and just constantly attacking each other, constantly just for some type of little validation, and it's no progress in that. So they just doing it just to do it.
Right.
That's all it is. No answers. They don't want. Ain't nobody coming out to They ain't met, like you said. Ain't nobody met each other. They just online. It's an online buddy group that they go to. What's it called? Damn. What's it called?
Like trauma bonding and shit.
Yeah, trauma bonding. That's all it is, dog. Just
No, that
trauma
shit
bonding,
corny,
dog.
man. No, that shit corny, man. It's like, man, look, at some point, I think with anything, man, there has to be some type of solution presented. If not, that negative energy ain't gonna go nowhere, man. It's just gonna get stronger and stronger. And then what happens is people gotta start cannibalizing on each other, man. You know what I'm saying? And that shit started to take over your life, man. I'm like, oh hell no. I'm like, man, you know what I mean? Talking about this shit all day, all night. I'm like, I get it, but eventually, man, a motherfucker gotta move on, man. I'm like,
And
shit.
a lot of the young cats, like, so even going back to the summit, a lot of the younger cats that come to the summit, and I chop it up with them, like throughout the summit. The things they say the most is, I used to be raging. I used to be real negative. I was listening to some other guys. Then I listened to C Boogie, and it was a different energy. And then that's what I decided to change, because he was being more positive, and they were able to see that being caught up in that other content, nothing was improving for them. They were still angry. They were still mad at the world. Relationships weren't improving. But then when they came, they started watching your content and other cast content who are more positive. They seen like, damn, that other content wasn't doing anything for me except just making me even more angry, blaming everybody else. But then I came over here to this side, and things kind of got better for me. And then now they at the summit. Now they talking about it. You could just see it. You could see the growth and the positivity in them. So that's another part of it too. Like a lot of cats that come out, they started one way, and then now they kind of transition, and they're on a journey to a new outlook.
Man, well, that's just my thing too, bro. It's like, man, some people got to give life a chance, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to give life a fair chance, and
especially that young.
You gonna get out what you put in. So when it comes to the mirror, you got to ask yourself, well, did I put maximum effort on to making sure I'm the best person I can be? Do I add value to any situation I'm in? A motherfucker got to be 1,000,000,000% honest with themselves first, and then, because you always start from the place of truth, and then you kind of just work your way down, man.
But
You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers not being honest with themselves.
You hit it when you say what you add value. That's what life is all about. Are you adding value to any situation? So you can't expect people to treat you accordingly in a certain type of way if you're not adding value to a situation.
Yeah,
people they want something. They want something out of everybody else. But what are you giving? What are you giving in that situation?
Right. It's like why why would somebody want you around just to be around? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you there for? Like, what do you add to my situation? Like, how is it beneficial for me? You know what I'm saying? So, people should want to add value to other people's situations, man.
Yeah.
It's just the human condition. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, all right, you're just gonna be around just to smile and to freeload
Yeah.
or whatever, or you're gonna be there to help shit elevate. To
So are
me,
you gonna be around to point out what's wrong? Are you gonna be around just pointing out, oh, you should have did this? Why you doing that? You got a
right.
lot of cats. You got a lot of cats like that in your crew and your friend group. Oh, why you doing this? That ain't
Mhm.
gonna work. Why you on YouTube? Why you
Right.
doing that? Why you know what I'm saying? Why you want to start that business? Why you want to do that investment?
Hmm.
Bruh, how you be positive, be positive, bring some inspiration to the situation. And like we saying value, like I remember when I was younger, I didn't really understand that part. Because my whole thing was, and we kind of a lot of us get caught up in this. I- I'm a good person, or this person's a good person. Just because I mean, and like you said, it's cool to be around good people if they're a good person and all that, but you still have to bring value. I mean, I'm a genuinely good person. You're a good person, but we still gonna bring value to a situation. We still gonna bring more than us being a good. It takes more than that. Just like in relationships, we talk about it takes more than being in love to make a relationship work. So you got to bring more than just one fundamental thing to the situation. You got to bring more value. Like we said, you got to bring more. You got to bring more to the table
Hmm.
than just being you. People think just because I'm me, you should want me around, or just because I'm me, I should be able to do this and do that, or you should accept me, or you should this and that. Just because who you are. No, you got to prove. You got to prove things to people. You got to bring value to people.
No, that's a fact, man.
You
That's a
know,
fact. But a lot of people forget that shit too, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's obligated to deal with you,
just because
especially
you
when you're not the best person you could be. Like nobody's obligated to
especially
deal with your deficiencies or your weaknesses, man. So I don't know what to tell niggas at the time, man. It's like,
uh,
dog, get your head in the game.
just because I'm a man, you supposed to submit to me. Just because I'm a man, what I'm saying. You supposed to do what I say. Just because I'm a man, you supposed to cook for me. This, and that. Them days is over, dog. It don't work like that no more. Just because you a man don't work. What
Hell
value
no.
are you bringing? What value you bringing to the situation? Just because I'm a man, I should get this, and that. She need to act right just because I'm a man. Nah, what kind of value you bringing?
And niggas, a lot of niggas want their ass kissed, bro. At the,
Oh
at
yeah,
the end of the day, a lot of niggas just want their ass kissed, man. It come down to that sometimes, man. Niggas don't be wanting nothing more than that. Nothing more than that, man. They just want their ass kissed. Truth be
that's
told.
it.
But shit. Let me go ahead and jump my ass about this live
Yes,
stream,
sir.
dog. I'm about to
Yeah,
grab some food and shit.
yeah, dog. Yeah, I'm about to book this flight. I'll holler at you. Let you know what it look like.
All right, matter of fact,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sh- I'm, I'm gonna text you the address when I get out this live stream and shit. I'm gonna text you the address of the hotel and shit.
Yeah.
But
All right, dog.
all right, man, I'm gonna get with you.
All right, dog.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I've been on here way too long. Go ahead and give me something to eat. I'm starving, man. But appreciate everybody for stopping through. Shout out to everybody that donated to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at Dime Game Division. At Dime Game Division. Anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, man.